It's been a while since we covered some obscure internet mysteries, so tonight we're diving back into the dark side of the internet. So sit back, relax, and let's step into the darkness. On the 11th of September, a Redditor would come to the Internet Mysteries subreddit for help. While they were having a conversation in Instagram DMs with their girlfriend, the couple had discovered a very strange website, and according to OP's partner, the site that they found may have contained gore. Instead of typing ILY.SM, my GF accidentally typed out ILY.SM in a text message, and along with it came a link to a site. It had an art with a sad cartoon bird looking thing of some sort using text symbols when I clicked it. However, when my girlfriend clicked it, she said that she saw gore. Specifically a video/gif of a bloody head that moved around the screen while playing a loud sound. I tried going on the site myself again and again, even inspecting it, but I can't find anything like that. The only thing I found was a Baccarat simulator when I clicked on the art of said cartoon bird shown on the site. Could there be an explanation? I cannot find any post on any site talking about this. OP's girlfriend claims to have seen gore on the site, so what better way to find out the truth than to take a look for ourselves? When you go to the site, you are greeted by the cartoon bird that OP says that they saw. It is Bart Simpson as a raven from the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episodes, and as was established in the post, rather than just being an inserted image, it is made up entirely of keyboard symbols. However, I have to admit that when I was researching for this video, the first thing that I saw when I entered the site was more similar to what OP's girlfriend claims. Rather than being taken straight to this screen, when I typed the URL into my browser, I was taken to a screen with pink text that read, ILY.SM is down, try refresh or DM me. There was also footage from various video games looped that would bounce across the screen, similar to a DVD logo. If you clicked on the video, it would enlarge and you could see a bigger version of it, along with the date in which we can assume it was recorded. Confirming this, if we right click and try to save the video, it will show us the file name, which includes the recording date. With this in mind, this confirms that the site dates back to at least 2022. We can still tell that it's being updated as well, because some of the gameplay is from Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which was released in late 2024. As for OP's girlfriend claiming to have seen gore, there is a chance that one of the videos may have looked like that on mobile. When you view the site on your phone, the video does get quite small, and you can see how it could have been mistaken for something disturbing. However, what makes me believe that OP's girlfriend may have been viewing something else is the fact that they claim that they heard a loud sound as well. As far as I can find, there are no audio files linked to the website, so this is quite literally impossible. Unless there is a hidden page that I have been unable to find but OP's girlfriend somehow got redirected to, then I'm inclined to suggest that she may actually have some sort of malware that she is unaware of. While I could see a slight reason why someone may think video game gameplay is real life gore, malware would explain everything away. If their browser had automatically redirected them to a much darker site, such as an actual gore archive, then we would have our answer. OP has not commented on whether this is a possibility though. Why there is a random Baccarat game on the site, I can't tell you either, but if I had to guess why this website exists, I would go for one of two options. 1. This is a site meant to only be used by a group of friends. 2. The site belongs to a streamer or a content creator. For both of these options, the fact that on the fallback page the owner says to DM them, but there is no DM button anywhere on the page, heavily indicates that this was not meant to be found by anyone other than the people who they intended. There is the expectation that we know who this person is, but considering we're all coming from Reddit, we don't. The thing that would make me lean towards option 2 is that they are actually really good at video games. Not only can they hit insane aerials in Rocket League, but they were on track to a nuclear kill streak in Black Ops Cold War. Of course, you can be this good at a game without being a streamer, but with everything else taken into account, it wouldn't surprise me if this person has an audience somewhere out there. So, my plea to you: if you're the person who goes by ILY or may recognise any of the gameplay shown on your screen, then please leave a comment. Maybe together we can put an end to this mystery. Just wanted to quickly say that if you're enjoying this video, it would mean the world to me if you like it and also subscribe to the channel. If you want to help me out even more, then YouTube has recently added a hype feature, and if you hype this video, then it helps it get into the algorithm. But without further ado, let's get back to the video. A glitch is a glitch, an episode from the 5th season of Adventure Time, and one that you may have watched yourself on TV as it is still broadcast to this day. During the episode, Ice King creates a computer virus to delete everything from the universe except from him and Princess Bubblegum. Finn and Jake are then tasked with removing this virus before this can happen. But we're here to talk about one particular frame from the episode in particular. This picture was featured in the episode, and it shows a creepy drawn image of a pale woman with a blue hairband holding her hair. One person brought this to Reddit in hopes of finding the real video that it referenced. Taking a look at the credits for the episode, we can see that the director, storyboarding, and writing was all done by a man called David O'Reilly. O'Reilly is a 40-year-old artist from Ireland, and if we look at his Wikipedia page, we can find a link to his personal website. Right from the fake captcha to access the website, we can tell the vibe that his work is going for: surreal. And as we scroll through his portfolio, we can see even more proof of that. And after scrolling for a few seconds, we will find exactly what we are looking for: the raw animation that was used in the Adventure Time episode. The thing that stands out to me the most is the sounds that are made throughout the video. What could possibly be the source of these? OP seems to believe that there is a real video that originated from the early days of the internet, way before this was published in 2013, but if there is any truth to that is yet to be discovered. One commenter said that they may be referencing a parody of the cursed video from The Ring. In the parody, the commenter claims that there is a lady with a pale complexion, black hair, light-coloured hairband, thin lips, and earrings, staring into a mirror while putting hair into her mouth. This does sound very similar to the creepy animation, but with no source to back up their claims other than what they think they saw, we can't confirm if it is in fact real. This is still an ongoing search, and if you have anything to contribute, then don't forget to leave a comment and let me know if you recognise the real version of this very creepy animation. Remember this picture? Back in the early 2010s, this image was spread around with the following caption: "Say hello to mechanically separated chicken. It's what all fast food chicken is made from. Things like chicken nuggets and patties. Also, the processed frozen chicken in the stores is made from it. Basically, the entire chicken is smashed and pressed through a sieve. Bones, eyes, guts and all. It comes out looking like this. There's more, because it's crawling with bacteria. It will be washed with ammonia, soaked in it actually. Then, because it tastes gross, it will be reflavoured artificially. Then, because it's weirdly pink, it will be dyed with artificial colour. But hey, at least it tastes good, right? High five, America." This was passed around by some news outlets as fact, some even ending their articles by saying the resulting paste goes on to become the main ingredient in many of America's favourite mass-produced and processed meat-like food and snacks. And no, that isn't the journalist directly quoting from the original copy pasta, but rather the writer who wrote the article actually stating that as though it is fact, when realistically the paste in the photo is likely something else. And why do I think that, you may wonder? Well, the account that originally posted the photo and the copy pasta to go with it is a completely satire account. Some people have compared the apparent chicken to soft serve strawberry ice cream, and if you put the photos side by side, you can see why people may believe that. The texture especially does look extremely similar to if you were to have a massive tub of ice cream. Some people still think that this is actually meat though, and if you watch videos of meat being prepared for fast food production, it does go through some sort of separator device that crushes it up. However, you can still see a clearly meaty texture in any videos of meat being crushed, and with how different it actually looks to the one in the mysterious photo, I genuinely do not think that what we have here is meat. But hey, I'm not an expert, but it seems that even experts can't debunk the truth of the McDonald's pink slime. LOL Superman is a name that you may be familiar with, and that's because it is renowned as one of the darkest videos to have ever been hosted on the internet. Uploaded around 2006, LOL Superman is rumoured to have shown people jumping out of the burning Twin Towers during the attacks on September 11th, 2001. It is said that the video was no longer than a minute, started either directly at the plaza or at the stairs leading up to the plaza, and showed two people falling from the towers after jumping and hitting the ground right in front of the man who was recording. It was allegedly uploaded to a website called Heaven666 by a user who only went by J. They were apparently a TV technician at a New York TV station, and the theory goes that during his time there, he found this piece of disturbing, uncensored footage, decided to take it to the internet for some shock points before being DMCA'd by the TV station in question. This would explain a lot, especially as to why no one has seemed to archive it. But although people claim that it wasn't archived at all, others say different. Multiple people have claimed that the video was on the internet as recently as 2023. It is said that the video often changes titles, which is why it stays under the radar. Apparently, its original title was 9/11, Two Idiot Jumpers Hit Ground in Courtyard, but now it is posted under titles like 100-Story Pancake or Man Turns to Jam. Whether this is true or not, we can't confirm. More proof that this is a real video is that before it was taken to 4chan in 2015, there was a thread about it on a website called Documenting Reality all the way back in 2011. The user said, "I read some eyewitness accounts online once, and I remember one of a firefighter on the ground by one of the towers screaming at a man nearby for videotaping jumpers hitting the ground. The guy had to have been right there in spitting distance for a firefighter to care or notice him. So I think there's at least one individual out there who has some really close-up footage of jumpers actually hitting the pavement." This sounds exactly like the video that is being referenced as LOL Superman, but the question is, does it still exist to this day? I think the answer for a lot of us is that even if it did, we would not want to see it. I believe that LOL Superman did exist at some point in time, because especially during the early days of the internet, there were a lot of disturbing content that was allowed to go completely unchecked. If something like that were to be uploaded nowadays, it would almost certainly be archived almost immediately. But during the time in which this video would have first been posted, that would have been a little less likely. Another possibility though is that people are getting LOL Superman mixed up with another 9/11 shock video. There are many videos out there that show disturbing angles of the attacks, in which you can see people jumping from the burning buildings, and the human brain works in mysterious ways. There is a good chance that someone could have simply misremembered a video that they had saw, especially if it was a long time ago, and when they told someone, that person told another person, and then suddenly everything is spiraled out of the original person's control. On the other side of things, Werner Herzog, a German filmmaker and actor, referenced the video in an old interview.
And of course there is a responsibility that as a filmmaker you have, because you would violate the right and the dignity of the death of these two individuals. You just don't do it. Or for example, as a comparison, video was shot during the 9/11 attacks on the World Trade Center, and some amateur footage is in existence where people jump out of the 106th floor and crash to their death right at the feet of the person who filmed it. And nobody has ever shown it, and rightly so. You just do not show that. Period.
Considering that this was uploaded in 2009, this seems to be the oldest mention of the video. LOL Superman is getting more attention than ever on the internet, but the reality is that it will probably stay lost forever. Although I don't doubt that a lot of people will try for years to find the real video, if I had to guess, I'd say that I believe the real footage really was taken down all those years ago, way before anyone had the time to archive it. And for once, I think I'm happy to say that I'm content if this one were to stay as lost media. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. I really appreciate you. If you did enjoy these mysteries, then don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video, and hype it. Please hype it, guys. It really helps out the channel. I said in my last currently recorded video that wasn't a compilation that would be the last video with my old background, and I was right, because I'm now here with white. But don't worry, the poster stayed intact. I've got everything up here. In fact, hold on. Where's my phone? Oh, my phone's in there. My phone's in my teleprompter, so I can't record it right now, but I'll attach a photo on the screen so you can see my absolutely phenomenal setup behind me. And don't worry, I'll put something there eventually. For now, you have that single light that I stole from my partner. Let me know in the comments which one of these mysteries you found the most interesting, and let me know any that you would like to see me cover in a future video. Don't forget to check me out on social media. I have Instagram, Blue Sky, and Twitter. And if you want to get involved with my community, then make sure to join my Discord server using the link in the description. Thank you to my Patreon supporters and YouTube members: Morrigan, Alex Rod, K4 Silver, Entreprenaut, Collectiki, Brooke, Carmilla, Based Finger, Midnight Kitty, Willow, Briar, X-Fizzy, Shoshka, and Frozen Roses. If you want to support me on Patreon, you can do so for as little as £5 a month. You get early access to videos and also just general behind the scenes updates. Of course, that's not necessary though, and you watching these videos is more than enough. So tell your wife, tell your kids, tell your side piece Jessicur is back. So thank you very much for watching. I'll be back very soon with another video, but if you want another right now, then how about you check out the video that's on your screen.